Hello, students. Today we are going to see this topic browsers. Okay, so in the previous class, we have seen internet threats, computer virus, malwares, Trojan horses, malicious spyware, computer worms, bootnut, spam, and phishing. So, this phishing is an important two mark. Your definition for phishing is an important short answer. Okay, so please make a note of it. Mm, so and then rootkit. So these are all the computer virus that can be affecting your computer to steal your data. So today we are going to see this browser. So browser, you all know. So this is a software. Okay, browser is a software or a piece of application that can be installed in your computer or in your mobile devices to browse the internet or surfing the internet. Surfing the internet means looking for information on the internet. So that is surfing or browsing. So to browse the internet, a software called web browser or browser is used. So e-commerce, social media, and many other things we take for granted today would be possible without internet browser. Web browser translates HTML documents of the website and allows you to view it on the screen. Okay, so the main work of HTML is to convert the the main work of the web browser is to convert the HTML document of the website which is stored in the online and show it in a pleasing or in a uh, web page manner, okay, to the user. So this is the work of web browser. So web browser converts the HTML document of the website as a web page and show it to the user in the screen. So this is the work of web browser. So you know all this familiar internet web browser. Okay, so Google Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, Opera Mini, UC browser. So there are so many numerous amount of web browser available in the market. You can download it and install it in your computer or mobile devices for free. Okay, it is available for free of cost. You can download it and install it. Okay, so in that Chrome browser is a freeware familiar web browser developed by Google, and it is very speed, simplicity, security, privacy, and customizable features. Okay, it supports Android, iOS, and even Windows, Linux systems. Okay, so next is Mozilla Firefox. So this is also a open source and free browser. Okay, open source means you can get the source code or the program to create web browser, Mozilla web browser from the internet, and you can change as you like. Okay, so that is open source. So that is Mozilla Firefox, which is developed by Mozilla Foundation and Mozilla Corporation. Okay, so this is default web browser in Ubuntu. This is also can be accessed as a one mark. Okay, what is the default web browser of Ubuntu? Okay, Mozilla Firefox. So it supports all all operating systems like Windows, Mac, and Linux, and even Android. So Internet Explorer is commonly known as Microsoft IE. Okay, Microsoft Internet Explorer, and you can see that this is a default web browser of Windows PC, and it is developed by Microsoft. Okay, now it is changed as Microsoft Lite or Edge. Okay, so this is new version of Microsoft Internet Explorer. So next is Safari. Safari is a web browser developed by Apple for Mac company, Mac systems and iOS. Okay. Mhm. So it also supports Microsoft Windows operating system. So this is created exclusively for Apple Mac systems. Okay. Next is web page and website. So this is a difference between web page and website. So this is an important three more. Okay, you can uh, it is a very simple one. So web page, a website is a collection of web page. Okay, so many web pages combined to form a website. Okay, you take for example YouTube. So many videos are available. So that many millions and millions of videos combined to form the website YouTube. So this is a website. So that's what it's given here. Next is web page. So a single page or a uh, single view of a website is known as web page. Okay, so here you can see that in uh, YouTube website, a single video that you view in the screen. So you'll be seeing the video, you'll be seeing the suggestions in the right side. You can see the comment section, you can see the description. So these, a single page or uh, a single view of the page is known as web page. So here they have given what is URL. URL means a single page can be identified by using this URL. It has a unique URL. Okay, so any page any page in the internet does not have the same URL. Okay, every page in the internet will have a different URL, so that to um, identify the page. Okay, so next is you can see the difference between web page and website. So consist of a single document displayed by the browser. So this is web page. A collection of multiple documents displayed by the browser is website. Shares a unique domain name. It has its own unique dynamic domain name. Okay, so say if you create a multiple document, multiple web page, it comes under one domain name. Okay, so for example YouTube, so many videos comes under one single domain name, which is youtube.com. But different websites have different domain name. Okay, YouTube has a separate domain name called youtube.com. Gmail has a separate domain name called gmail.com, and so on. Okay, every different website have a different domain name. So make up combination of a single document is website contains one or more websites. Okay, so web pages, sorry, website has so many web pages. So that's what it's given here. Next is static and dynamic web page. uh, so static means if you this web page will be differing for different users. Okay, say for example Gmail. So this Gmail will get the username and password from the user. So it displays different pages for different user. So it identifies the user by username and password. The first inbox page of Gmail will be different from yours and mine. So this is dynamic web page. Okay, the content which is displayed to one user will not be same to another user. So this is dynamic web page. Static web page means the content which is provided to uh, which is displayed to one user will be same to another another user. Okay, so this is static websites. Okay, so this is what it's given here. So the content or layout of a web page is fixed, it will not change. Whereas in domain web pages, the content and layout may change during the runtime. Okay, so static web pages never uses database. Okay, but this dynamic web pages uses database to generate dynamic content through queries based on the user's requirement. Static web pages directly runs on the browser, does not require any server-side application program. Okay, but nowadays they are using static websites to server-side scripting for static website also. Okay, so static websites doesn't need any server-side programming to display the contents. Okay, but whereas in dynamic web pages, uh, dynamic web page needs a server side program or server side script to uh, get the data from the server and display to the user based on the user requirements or based on the user identification. Static web pages are easy to develop. uh, dynamic uh, Dynamic web pages needs programming skills. It is also easy. Okay, when you are thorough with PHP, when you are thorough with MySQL, then you can create a dynamic web pages. Okay, the next is safe surfing on the internet. So you can see that internet is a very vulnerable place. Okay, where you can lose your information very easily. Okay, so you have to be very cautious and you have to make some precautions to safeguard your data and safeguard your identity. Okay, so nowadays you can see that identity theft is a very important problem that is faced by most of that is faced by this issue is being addressed by so many countries in so many different ways. Okay, so you have to be very cautious when you are using the internet, when you are using browsing through some application, or you are sharing some information through the internet. So you have to be very cautious to uh, share some information on the internet. Okay, so this is what it's given here. So they have given a safer internet day. Okay, so we celebrate this day on every February. Okay, around the world to create awareness of a safer internet day. Okay, so here they have given 9 steps to be followed while using internet to safeguard your data. Okay, so do's and don'ts. So do not give out any personal information. Okay, so your personal information means your date of birth, your address, your address, your blood group, your Aadhaar card number. So these are all the personal information that has to be kept very secretly, so that only you must have to identify it. Okay. So next is you can see there uh, what goes online stays online. Okay. So when you provide any information to the uh, internet, or you are uploading any content to the internet or online, then this will be available throughout the lifetime. Okay, so you cannot able to delete it, or when the controlled space you have that can be modified. But when you give any information to the anonymous website, then that information stays there itself. Okay, so that is uh, next is check your security and privacy settings. Okay, so every mobile devices, mm, every internet browser has a privacy settings. Okay, so what are all the information that is taken from your phone to the internet? Okay, they'll be having a list of permissions like sensor details like GPS sensor, motion capture sensor, camera sensor. So these are all the microphone information. So these are all the information that an application can access. So uh, you can go there and change the settings if you want. Okay, so the privacy settings is to protect you from information theft. Next is password safety. Keep a password safe. Okay, so don't keep the password as password. Okay, so it is very vulnerable, anybody can predict it. Okay, so your password must be alphanumeric. Alphanumeric means it must have alphabet which in uppercase or lowercase, capital letter or small letter, and it should have a symbol like uh, ampersand, star, slash. So these kind of symbols must be there, and it's also contain numbers. So this four things must be there in a password, and you should have 8 to 16 characters of length. Okay, so your password must be safe. So always protect your mobile devices. Okay, so your mobile devices must be accessed only by you. You have to protect it by screen lock or pattern lock or even biometric lock. Okay, even your mobile devices are available nowadays with the fingerprint lock. Okay, with fingerprint lock, you have to unlock your device by fingerprint scan. Okay, so don't talk to strangers online or offline. Okay, so you can see that Facebook is now been facing this problem. Okay, you would not know the person who is giving friend requests. Okay, so this friend request is accepted by you, and in a few days of accepting the friend request, he'll be coming through Instagram, or he'll be coming through Messenger to voice chat or video chat. Okay, so don't encourage these kind of actions. Okay, so this is known as don't talk to strangers online or offline. Okay, so next is listen to the adults who know. Okay, so the adults who often use internet uh, will be giving you guidelines. So this guidelines must be followed by the students. Okay, so be aware of unsecure and unknown websites. So there are so many websites that are duplicate for the original websites. Okay, so amazon.in. Okay, amazon.in is the mm, original website for Indian Amazon official website. Okay, but there is a small slight change in the spelling. Amazon z for z, they'll be providing you G, but the appearance or the website look and feel will be same as amazon.com .in. So there will be a slight change in the URL. You will not even notice. Okay, you will not even notice the change in the look. Okay, but you can see that this will affect the uh, entire cyber security. Okay, so you have to be very cautious in sharing this kind of information. mm, Next is be careful with what link you click on. Okay, so don't click or don't touch your screen unless it is required. Okay, always close your camera, always always close your mobile data, okay, on or off, switch off your mobile data. Whenever it is necessary, you switch on it, you use it, and you close the internet, okay, switch off the internet. So this way you can protect your information. Okay, so with this we'll finish the class today. We'll see the new chapter in the next class. So don't forget to read all these points to remember. You can see that 1 marks or 2 marks or a uh, bunch of definition can be asked in 3 marks. Okay, so try to allot some time to read this points to remember. So thank you, students.